Chelsea showing interest in Robert Lewandowski, and transfer is not impossible. Chelsea are said to be showing an interest in Bayern Munich striker Robert Lewandowski, according to reports. The Polish international has established himself as one of the world's best players in his position in recent years, scoring over 300 goals for the Bundesliga champions since he joined from Borussia Dortmund in 2013. With questions being raised over the future of Romelu Lukaku at Chelsea, the West London side could make a move for Lewandowski in the summer. As per Jacob Steinberg, the Blues are showing an interest in the striker, a player that boss Thomas Tuchel is said to love. The journalist reports that at the moment a prospective move is a long shot, with Lewandowski believed to want to join Barcelona. Chelsea will also need to work out what they are going to do with Lukaku, who has been linked with a move back to Inter Milan just a year after he returned to West London last summer. However, while it may not seem likely at the moment, a transfer to Stamford Bridge is not impossible. Reports on Sunday revealed that the reigning world and European champions could be in contention to sign the Munich man this summer. Lewandowski is believed to have told his current club that he wants to leave at the end of the season, having spent nearly 10 years at the German Giants. As it stands, Chelsea are unable to buy any new players as a result of the sanctions on Roman Abramovich, but once their pending takeover has been completed, they will be able to operate in the transfer market once again. Barcelona leading race for Raphinha after Chelsea negotiations froze during sanctions. Barcelona are now the frontrunners to sign Leeds United winger Raphinha after Chelsea's negotiations froze as a result of sanctions, according to reports. The Blues' current owner Roman Abramovich was sanctioned by the UK government in March, just a week after he put the club up for sale. As a result, the West London side have been unable to take part in talks for new signings, or even offer current players new contracts. According to Fabrizio Romano, via Court Offside, the club were pushing to sign the 25-year-old for the summer since January. However, due to the sanctions imposed on Chelsea and their owner, negotiations have been unable to continue, and La Liga giants Barcelona are now said to be the frontrunners for the Brazilian. Fellow Premier League side Newcastle United have also explored a potential signing of Raphinha, but there is now belief that his priority is now the Nou Camp outfit. Reports back in March said that the Blues were leading the race for the winger before the sanctions came into place, with the club having interest in him since his time at Rennes back in the 1920th season. It is also believed that should Leeds be relegated from the Premier League, the player's release clause will be €25 million, but if they stay up, then it will be €75 million. Raphinha has scored 16 goals and assisted 12 others in 66 appearances in all competitions since he joined Leeds, and he has featured 34 times in the Premier League so far this season. Chelsea dealt blow as Borussia Dortmund approach Hugo Ekitike. Chelsea have been dealt a huge blow in their pursuit of Reims striker Hugo Ekitike as Borussia Dortmund have approached the forward. The Bundesliga side are searching for replacements for Manchester City-bound Erling Haaland and has identified the 19-year-old. As per Fabrizio Romano, via Football London, Ekitike has already been approached by Dortmund ahead of a summer move. It was previously reported that Chelsea would face a battle against Borussia Dortmund if they were to be successful in their pursuit for the youngster. It was previously reported that Chelsea had contacted Reims over a summer move for the striker, but this was before the club were placed under a restricted license due to Roman Abramovich's sanctioning by the UK government. This has led to the sale of the club, with Todd Boehly set to complete his takeover in the coming weeks. It is unclear as to whether the Blues would still be interested in the French striker under the new ownership, but their failure to engage in transfer activity could have handed Dortmund the advantage. It was revealed that it will cost at least €40 million to sign the wonder kid, who dreams of a destiny like Mbappe. Newcastle wanted the attacker in the winter market, and although they had agreed a deal with Reims, Ekitike vetoed the transfer because he wanted to finish the season with his current employer and only switch in the summer. Chelsea forward Armando Broja has been linked with a permanent move away from the club after impressing at Southampton on loan, but could be trusted to lead the line if Romelu Lukaku departs at the end of the season. Real Madrid rekindle contact with Chelsea target Aurelien Tchouameni amid potential summer transfer. Real Madrid are said to have rekindled their contact with the entourage of Chelsea target Aurelien Tchouameni over a potential move, according to reports. The Blues have been heavily linked with the 22-year-old midfielder in recent months, with the Frenchman currently playing for AS Monaco in Ligue 1. Although Chelsea are currently unable to buy or sell any players as a result of the sanctions imposed on current owner Roman Abramovich, they could still look to make a move for the midfielder in the summer. However, as per Santi Aouna via Get French Football News, Madrid have re-established their contact with Tchouameni's entourage in the hopes of bringing him in during the summer. Liverpool are said to be in pole position to sign the player, but the Santiago Bernabeu outfit have not yet given up on their pursuit, and their president Florentino Perez has the belief that he can convince him to join the La Liga champions. Reports from France last week said that Monaco would be looking for a fee of around €80 million if a club wishes to buy him this summer. Chelsea are also believed to be behind both Liverpool and Madrid in the race for Tchouameni, with the Reds said to be leading the other two sides. He is set to leave his current club in the summer, where he has made a total of 94 appearances in all competitions so far. Chelsea's takeover is set to be completed in the coming weeks, and they will then be able to operate in the transfer market once again. Thomas Tuchel hails Cesar Azpilicueta's cup final record at Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel has hailed captain Cesar Azpilicueta's cup final record during his 10 years at Chelsea. The Blues man joined the club back in the summer of 2012 from French side Marseille, and has been highly successful at Stamford Bridge ever since. Azpilicueta has gone on to be one of the most successful players in the club's history, with Chelsea's Super Cup and Club World Cup wins this season meaning he has won every major trophy possible. Tuchel praised the Spanish international on the club's fifth stand-up for reaching his 13th final at the Blues, a record for the club. "Incredible," said the German. "It is so nice that, and he knows how I mean this, not the most talented guy in the world has a record like this. This is what I love about it. He is the hardest worker, the biggest heart. He has this kind of record. This is why we love him, why he is captain of Chelsea, and also why he deserves it. Not surprised, but very nice he is like this. You know, it sums up the whole picture of how he works, how he approaches his talent and duty as a captain of this club. Everything is humble and still to the top level. This is Azpi." Chelsea were beaten 6-5 on penalties by Liverpool on Saturday in the FA Cup final. However, they will end the campaign with another 2 trophies to their name after their success from earlier in the season. Marina Granovskaia set to hold further talks with Todd Boehly as Chelsea future remains undecided. Marina Granovskaia is set to hold further talks with Todd Boehly as her future at Chelsea remains undecided, according to reports. Boehly is set to complete his purchase of the Blues within the coming weeks and take over from Roman Abramovich, who has spent 19 years at the helm. The club was put up for sale at the beginning of March, with a sale expected to be finalized by the end of the month. According to The Telegraph, Granovskaia will be holding more talks with Boehly to discuss if she will stay at the club on either a short or long-term basis for the club's transfers and contracts. Her current position as director is still undecided, but her future at the club could be clearer after the talks. Bruce Buck wants to remain at the club as chairman, at least for a transitional period after the takeover has been completed. The news comes as the Premier League are set to give Boehly and his consortium the green light to complete their takeover. They will receive the news that they have passed the owners and directors test, and they will now have to wait for approval from the UK government in order for them to complete the purchase of the club. The government license issued to the club after the sanctions on Abramovich expires on May 31st, with Boehly on course to complete his takeover by then. He has already signed an agreement to buy the Blues, with the process set to be completed in the coming weeks.
That is all Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.